Last night, the silence between two nuclear powers shattered. Sirens screamed. Skies lit up. This wasn't a drill. This was real. A sudden strike by India on Pakistani soil has brought the region dangerously close to full-blown war. Today on the Luxe World, we break down exactly what happened, why it happened, and what could happen next. On the night of May 6th, under the codename Operation Sandhoor, the Indian Air Force carried out airstrikes on 9 separate locations inside Pakistan. According to Indian sources, the targets were alleged terror camps operated by groups like Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, organizations India accuses of cross-border terrorism. The strikes hit facilities in areas like Kotli, Muzaffarabad, and Bimber, deep inside Pakistan-administered territory. According to the Pakistani government, at least 8 civilians were killed, including women and children, and 3 others injured. This wasn't just a warning. It was a direct and deliberate strike. Within hours, Pakistan declared the attack an act of war. In a press briefing, the military announced that 5 Indian fighter jets were shot down during the airspace violation. Social media flooded with unconfirmed footage of wreckage, missiles, and jets. Pakistan's armed forces were put on high alert, and airspace was officially closed across several regions. International flights were canceled, and the line of control became a hot zone overnight. India claims that this strike was in direct retaliation to the April 22 Pahalgam terrorist attack in Indian-administered Kashmir, where 26 Hindu pilgrims were killed. The attackers allegedly opened fire on a convoy of unarmed civilians near a temple, causing national outrage. India blamed Pakistan-based extremist groups, saying they provided support and safe havens. Pakistan, however, strongly denied all allegations and called for an international investigation. But clearly, for India, the time for diplomacy was over. As of now, heavy crossfire is being reported along multiple sectors of the line of control, LOC. Air engagements, surveillance drones, and shelling are continuing, especially in Neelam Valley and Sialkot sectors. Pakistan has sealed portions of its airspace, and multiple international airlines have suspended operations. Civilians on both sides are being evacuated from border villages. The region stands one miscalculation away from an all-out war. The United Nations, the United States, and several Gulf and European leaders have issued urgent appeals for calm and restraint. Diplomatic hotlines between the two countries have reportedly reopened to avoid further escalation. But fear is rising, not just in South Asia, but around the world. If a full-scale war breaks out between India and Pakistan, the consequences would be catastrophic for both nations, and possibly the world. But who really has the upper hand? Number 1. Ground Forces Army. India has one of the world's largest armies with over 1.4 million active personnel and over 3,500 main battle tanks, including the Arjun and T-90s. Pakistan has around 650,000 active troops with around 2,400 tanks, mostly Al-Khalid and Type 85. India has numerical advantage, but Pakistan's forces are battle-hardened and better positioned in mountain and border terrains. Number 2. Air Power, Air Force. India operates over 600 combat aircraft, including Rafale, Sukhoi Su-30 MKI, Mirage 2000, and Tejas. Pakistan has around 400 combat aircraft, including JF-17 Thunder, F-16 Fighting Falcon, and Mirage 3. India has more planes and better variety, but Pakistan's JF-17s are cost-effective, quick to deploy, and its F-16 fleet is highly capable in dogfights. Number 3. Missile Arsenal and Nuclear Weapons. India possesses long-range ballistic missiles like Agni-V, range up to 5,000 kilometers, and cruise missiles like BrahMos, supersonic, jointly developed with Russia. Pakistan has Shaheen, Gauri, and Babur missiles, with shorter but highly tactical ranges built for quick deployment. Both countries are nuclear-armed. India with an estimated 160-plus warheads, Pakistan with around 165. However, Pakistan maintains a policy of first use to deter conventional superiority. Number 4. Naval Power. India has a massive advantage in the seas, with 1 aircraft carrier, 10 destroyers, 17 submarines, and a growing naval presence in the Indian Ocean. Pakistan Navy is smaller, with 5 submarines and 9 frigates, but focuses on coastal defense and submarine stealth operations. Number 5. Defense budget and technology. India spends over $73 billion annually on defense, world's third largest. Pakistan spends around $11 billion, but its spending is more focused, with heavy investments in missile defense, cyber warfare, and air defense systems. India imports advanced tech from France, Russia, Israel, and the U.S., while Pakistan has strong military ties with China and Turkey. Number 6. International support and alliances. India is strategically aligned with the U.S., France, Israel, and Quad nations. Pakistan has close defense ties with China, Turkey, and Gulf states. In a war scenario, international pressure would be immense to stop both. But if allies get involved, the conflict could spiral beyond South Asia. On paper, India may have more firepower, but Pakistan's strategic depth, missile readiness, and geographical advantage make it a dangerous opponent. In a war, there are no real winners, only destruction, economic collapse, and loss of innocent lives. These are not just headlines. These are lives, families, futures, hanging in the balance. At a time when nations are reaching Mars, 2 ancient civilizations stand on the edge of mutual destruction. This is a wake-up call for leaders, for people, for humanity. We hope cooler heads prevail before it's too late.